you have missed a great praise report. Praise report. I appreciate that, Minister Valdez, and hopefully for us on Sunday that we can also to rehearse that again in people's ears, and we can rehearse that again in people's ears because they just need to hear that. God have another way of doing things, and no matter what occurred, He is still righteous, and He is still holy. And again, we just don't understand some things that what God does, but He does a great work, and this is why that we thank Him. And if we got time tonight, I also too want to, for us, share with you. I already shared with Pastor some time ago, but I'm gonna share with you that I don't have many dreams, but many dreams that I do have, it always come to pass. It always come to pass, and not just come to pass, but the Lord have showed me many things and be right on point as always. That's why I know it's not me. And one thing I like about it is when a dream come to you, well, of course, or you can, as far as make it up. It's in your sleep. It's in, as far as again, the Lord have dealing with you in a weary nights, and when we think that we can't sleep, but God is dealing with us. That let you know that He don't get an argument from you. So this is why that He give us dreams and visions. That way that you are not your own, and you have rebuttal. You don't have this, that, the other. You just go as the dream is prepared for you. So again, so we just thank God. Amen. Amen for each and every one of you. All right, so we want to get right started. I text out. Oh, thank God for our virtual viewers that have tuned in tonight. We appreciate you. And we sent out a text earlier in the week to the congregation, and we're coming from 1 Samuel, the 30th chapter, and verse 8 through 20. But we're going to go a little further than that. And the topic that we use is who assisted David in recovering his wives and his children, the unsung heroes. Again, that book is 1 Samuel, the 30th chapter there. So those just tuning in. And for our virtual viewers, as always, customary, if you have a response, if you have an answer, if you have rebuttal, or if you have after this, we have time, a question, and you can put it into the chat box, and we will try to answer that tonight. Now, if we do not have the time to answer tonight, then we will answer it. We will get back with you, but the majority of times we do have time to respond back to you. But just to let you know, but put it in the chat box there, and we want to hear from you. We appreciate you always as tuning in, and we just thank God again just for all that are here. And we want to, for us again, as I said, I had a couple of lessons dealing with the unsung heroes, and we were absent on last Thursday, but it may continue over into the month of October. We do, again, have an extra Thursday in there. As a matter of fact, it's 5 Thursdays, but got a couple more where God is dealing with those individuals that do not have a position, do not have a title, do not have a call, do not someone that stands out, someone that where God can just use is just an ordinary individual person that they were in the right place at the right time. So this is what it's all about. So again, we're gonna just go ahead and get right into that. Minister Valdez, if you don't mind, if you can start with that. Tell you what, so we can. Let's see. I don't want to lose no one tonight. I hope that you have read the story that we sent you all. It's a beautiful one, and it has some similarities to some of the other lessons that we brought forth. So I tell you what, Minister Valdez, if you can start with that 6th verse. I know I've given you the 8, but you can start with that 6th verse. And on down till I tell you to stop.
Okay. So it's 1 Samuel chapter 30, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
And David was greatly distressed, for the people spake of stoning him, because the soul of all the people was grieved, every man for his sons and for his daughters. But David encouraged himself in the Lord his God.
Mm-hmm.
And David said to Abiathar, the priest, Ahimelech's son,
Mm-hmm.
I pray thee, bring me hither the ephod.
Mm-hmm.
And Abiathar brought thither the ephod to David. And David inquired at the Lord, saying, shall I pursue after this troop? Shall I overtake them? And he answered him, pursue, for thou shalt surely overtaken them, and without fail recover all.
Mm-hmm.
So David went, he and the 600 men that were with him, and came to the brook Besor, where those that were left behind stayed. But David pursued, he and 400 men, for 200 abode behind,
Mm-hmm.
which were so faint that they could not go over the brook Besor. And they found an Egyptian in the field, and brought him to David, and gave him bread, and he did eat, and they made him drink water. And they gave him a piece of a cake of figs, and 2 clusters of raisins. And when he had eaten, his spirit came again to him, for he had not eaten no bread, nor drunk any water, 3 days and 3 nights. And David said unto him, to whom belongest thou? And whence art thou? And he said, I am a young man of Egypt, servant to an Amalekite. And my master left me, because 3 days agone I fell sick. We made an invasion upon the south of the Cherethites, and upon the coast which belongeth to Judah, and upon the south of the Caleb, and we burned Ziklag with fire. And David said to him, canst thou bring me down to this company? And he said, swear unto me by God that thou wilt neither kill me nor deliver me into the hands of my master, and I will bring thee down to this company. And when he had brought him down, behold, they were spread abroad upon all the earth, eating and drinking and dancing, because of all the great spoil that they had taken out of the land of the Philistines and out of the land of Judah. And David smote them from the twilight even unto the evening of the next day. And there escaped not a man of them, save 400 men, which rode upon camels and fled. And David recovered all that the Amalekites had carried away, and David rescued his 2 wives. And there was nothing lacking to them, neither small nor great, neither sons nor daughters, neither spoil nor anything that they had taken to them. David recovered all. And David took all the flocks and the herds which they drave before those other cattle, and said, this is David's spoil.
Thank you, Minister. All right, let's get right into it real brief. We're not going to be long. First of all, I want to start off, if you notice, in verse 6, David was in distress. He was in a great distress. And the reason why, we just heard it, but just to clarify something, how the enemy, when David was away, the enemy came in and took his wives and his children, along with the rest of these men that were with him. The thing now that gets me, these men that were with David, they were loyal. They were loyal. And so much before this, they went into many of little scrimmages, battles with different enemies around the coast. But here, this time, it was so severe. And the reason why it was so severe, the enemy took not just only David's wives and children, but their wives and children and everything else that pertained to them. And now these men was in an uproar against David, the man that have led them throughout battle. It's a situation here, folks, that people are going to be people. But when it comes to where your loved one had vanished or was taken into captivity, now the one that was leading you, now you feel some kind of envy, strife, malice. You obeyed everything what he have given you to do, but now the situation arise where your family is not there. So David's own men say, you know what, we need to kill David. That's something. The man that led you to victory, you conquered many things, even took the spoils, the goods, and now all of a sudden your family is gone. Well, but here David said, you know what, I'm hurting just like y'all hurting. And you've heard this preached and teach many times, but it's always revelation in the Word of God. And this is why I love it, saints. Every day you can read it, and the Lord will open up your spiritual eyes and give you new revelation. Well, here David was distressed. He was oppressed. David was down too because it was his family there. So on top of that, my family is gone, and now my own men want to kill me. But here David came to a senses within. I want you all to know that when you're at your lowest point, God will give you some relief. God will give you some strength. And this is what I say as God. Now, many times we would make the phrase, well, I don't know where it comes from. Well, we do know where it comes from. It comes from God. So here it is that David was there, and he said, you know what? No. I'm not going to get upset with them. I'm not going to get, you know, but bring me the ephod. Now, before I go on, do anyone know what the ephod is? Who said something? You said it's an apron? All right. And what kind of apron, mother? The mic.
Okay, it's an apron that the high priest used back in the days when they need to go to God.
All right. Yes, mother, you're right on there. It's called the ephod, and it's an apron. And the apron, what it is a vest that's made out of gold, and it has 12 stones that represents the 12 tribes of Israel. Each tribe had a stone, and it was engraved into the gold breastplate that the high priest would carry around. And when they were in a decision-making mode, and when they could not come to make a decision, they would bring the ephod. Well, as we fast forward, but David asked for that. He asked the priest to come and bring it. And he asked the priest, which was holding it. And when you look at it, because many people say, well, it was God, it was the priest that responded back. Well, when you look at it, all right, we really don't have it. Well, it was God. But notice the priest was the one that always carried it. So we're going to go ahead and give that to the priest, or Amber Alert. All right. So there we have the priest there, and David asked the question to God, should I pursue this troop? Should I go after them? They took my family. They took my other, but should I pursue? Should I? And as the priest giving the rebuttal back to David, pursue and you're going to recover all. Well, I'm just paraphrasing, but you just read. And there, David now said, all right, this is great. So he sets out to go after the enemy. And as he's going after the enemy, David, now mind you, saints, even you read it when Minister Valdez read it, David didn't know where he was going, but he still went and saying, okay, well, I believe they went this way. And as he went this way, he met an Egyptian young man that was there on the side of the road. The Bible let us know that he became sick, and his master said, well, we can't tag you along with us because you're going to just hold us back. So we're just going to just leave you, and the rest of the 1,000 of the troops is with me. We're going to go on. So you got to make what's due. You got to, survive out here. And as his master left him, David now came upon the young Egyptian. And when he came upon him, he now was asking, and we just read that. But now the thing of it. So who was it that assisted David in the pursuit? I'm going ahead of myself, but I want to bring this in. To going to pursue after his family and to bring them back. So who was it that assisted him? Mike. yeah, they want to make sure.
The Egyptian servant.
Okay, all right. Anyone disagree? Anyone? Okay, so everyone agree with mother. Everyone agree with mother? All right. See, we asked her, so who assisted David in bringing back his family? Mother said it was the Egyptian man. Okay, Mike. We got the two mics. Let's get, Brother Jamal, let's get two mics, though. Oh, you got, okay. I'm sorry. Oh, wait, we got it.
Yes, first of all, David asked to God to go to the play.
Mm-hmm.
But God put the enemy because they left the enemy there for help the friend of God, like David. So the thing I know, God bring everybody here to the house. Not the servant. If the servant or the Amalekite people wasn't there, anyway, they're gonna happen the same thing.
Okay, so you agree with mother. So it was the Egyptian.
Yes, but with the power of God.
With the power of God. All right, okay, all right, okay, well, all right, okay. All right. Okay, so you say David's, okay, here, let me get the mic, all right, I want to hear this one, okay, so you said David's men.
Yes, David went with his men.
With his men. So the men know where their wives and their
600
children
men.
were at. Okay, so you say the 600, all right, oh man, whoa, I like this, all right. Okay, well, let's go into it. First of all, before David went to pursue after his family, what did he do, Brother Valdez?
He bring the effort to consultation the Lord. But, a little bit. The guy was 3 days over there. How the guy know where they was? Because he was 3 days sick over there. They leave him.
Okay.
So the guy bring David to the people, but God uses the people, the servant there, to punish the enemy.
Okay, all right, yeah, okay, well, like you said, okay, like mother said, yes, but before we got there, David inquired to who?
Lord. Yes.
We forget that. When you're doing, before you do anything, it's just like we don't have an ephod, but guess what? When we don't know what to do, who we supposed to go to? So we put God first.
Yes.
What should I do? How should I go about it? What should I say? After you correspond with God, now he's giving you, all right, yes, that you're going to do it. Now God makes a way for David. And as he make the way for David, which God already knew that this young man was going to be sick, which David and his men didn't know, but God allowed this young man to be sick and to be left by his master so that David now can be right on point. And when you notice the story, saints, when David seen this young man and his men, and by the way, to go back to what Sister Shauna said, I love that. I'm glad you said that. Yes, David, if you notice, and I want to joggle your mind, in all the three stories that I brought, unsung heroes, and if you notice, Sister Shauna said that David had 600 men. Is she correct? He has 600 men? Huh? Okay, all right, okay, all right, almost there, Deke, almost there. All right, so, but there. I love this. This is why many of you said, okay, send it out, Bishop, so we can study it, yes? If you notice, though, David has 600, but he always took 4. He always took 4. Let me joggle your mind. Remember when he met his now wife, Abigail, and Abigail was married to who? Nabal. Come on. And remember, and David was out in his fields minding his thing and being in a hideaway because Saul was still after him. But when David sent messengers to Nabal's house saying, look, we're hungry and we need something to eat. And, your mom giving us some grub, giving us some food that we can, eat. Because we watched over your sheep and your cattle. We ain't touched none. And also he sent the young men to as messengers to go to Nabal. And Nabal said, who you think you are? I don't care because you the son of Jesse. And I don't care because you supposed to be a king. But no, I ain't give you nothing. And David, after that, the men came back to David. And David said, all right. And David saddled up his horses and his men, and the Bible said that David had how many men? He had 600, but how many did he take with him? Now, can I go on and give you another one? It's many times, and I said, so I said, people just go and just surf over these. But in 3 occasions, David always had 600, but why he always only took 400 and always left 2? But why during this time? Yes, and I like that. So Shauna said, you said what?
The military does the same thing. You always have a group of men in reserve.
Right. But notice here, 600, but he always took 4, and he always left 2 there. Well, I'm going to get to a point. But this is why I need y'all to study what I sent you. There's so many things in here. It's some revelation. And see, you may see something I may not see, but when you go over these things, just like Sunday school, when you go over them, it brings the best out of you. But anyway, okay, as we get now to this story, all right, so now that David, now he said, all right, well, we're going to go after our family. So I got 600, but 200, y'all stay back and watch everything because they're exhausted, they're tired, they're worried, and just like the other ones, weary, tired. Okay, but the 400, y'all come on, go with us. We're going to go there, all right? We're going to go and see. Again, David now starts out. He don't know where he's going. Now he meets the young man. He meets the young man. Now, before David meets the young man, his men brought the young man to David. They found the young man. And when they found the young man, well, see, I want y'all to give me something before I give y'all all the answers. We do this every time. And my virtual viewers, I need you to give me something. I don't want to give you all the answers, but you may say, Okay, well, and I said before, I preach it, I teach it, but it's still some things that we don't bring out in preaching and teaching, but it's many things that you can still get, but there's still something there that if y'all would have looked at it, y'all would have got it. Sis, read. Let's go back into the lesson and read this part right here. I'll tell you what, start with verse 10.
But David pursued.
Those just tuning in, 1 Samuel, the 30th chapter, verse 10.
He and 400 men, for 200 abode behind, which were so faint that they could not go over the brook Besor.
Now, I'm sorry. Everyone had family in captivity. But Sister Chantel, if your husband and your children was there, and wouldn't you think that, I know you're tired, you worked all night, 48-hour shift, but don't you think you would still have some energy to go see about your son and your daughter? You had some, right? Oh. It's something about that, but, David said, no, y'all work, no, stay right here. It's all right, it's okay. I got enough, 400, all right? Read, sis.
And they found an Egyptian in the field and brought him to David and gave him bread.
See, anything you want from a person, what you supposed to do? Feed them. Come on, you said it, mother. You said it, feed them. And saints, you can get many things from folks if you feed them. I don't want to be, oh man, lobster, steak. All right, oh yeah. Feed them. Feed them. All right, so what happened?
And gave him bread, and he did eat, and they made him drink water.
Mm-hmm.
And they gave him a piece of a cake of figs and 2 clusters of raisins.
Pause 1 moment. Now, saints, it's not in your Bible, and I'm not adding to the Bible, but as I search the scriptures and I look at the timetable and a time point, I'm looking at where it looked like that this was some of the food that Abigail sent David and his men. But again, look at the timeline. Y'all look at it, go back and look at the time. But I do believe that was there because notice this, they gave this young man everything that she gave him. So I don't know, maybe I don't like leftovers, Brother Jay. I don't know, y'all, I don't know. Sometimes y'all, let me tell you, hey, Thanksgiving is good to me because guess what? I can have some potato salad and everything put in the fridge. I can have some a long time. But here we have, he now fed the boy. All right, so what happened now? Watch this. Now look at the little things now. If y'all got something, raise your hand because I don't want to keep on giving the answers, but raise your hand, all right, if you got something. Go ahead, sis.
And when he had eaten, his spirit came again to him.
Nothing like some good food. All right.
For he had eaten no bread nor drunk any water 3 days and 3 nights. And David said unto him,
Anybody say anything? But Jamal, what you got? Did I see your hand? Did I see your, what? It was, you put that many up? Oh, okay. Well, why you put that up? Mm.
Even amongst your flock, you're always going to have that 2/3 solid.
Wow.
You must have already known, when y'all going to hold me back, those that struggle, y'all stay back and rest. I'm still going to do my mission, but I got to do it and not stop.
Wow. All right. Oh, man. Wow. Well, I ain't looking at it that way, but thank you, though, Doc. Yeah, no, okay. All right. Okay. All right. I like that. All right. What you have, sis? Did you have something?
I was going to say that he was on a fast, and it reminded me of the same 3-day fast Moses did it twice, and Joshua when Joshua was with Moses. It just reminded me of that.
All right. Yeah, I like that. All right, so Egyptian fast. All right. I like that. Okay. All right. Anybody else inside? All right, we all good? We all good? Anyone else here? All right, Brother Jay, you had your hand. Oh, Brother Feathers, yes.
Yes, you say what's a good food. If he have bad food, he gonna be he gonna feel good, but he hungry.
So if he had bad food, he still would be all right. Well, that's true, Brother Feathers. You know.
But 400 men means something. Is when you go to George 7, verse 16, Gedeon got 300 people, and the other people go home because with more people, the people think they win the victory. But when less people, God give you the victory.
All right. Come on. All right, sir. All right. All right. All right. You're right there. You're right there. Right there. Yes, even 600 was still, but you know what? 4, even less. There you go. All right, so watch this, sis. So what did I say? Oh, wait. I'm sorry, Bro Jay. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, like, when it says the 3 days and 3 nights, is it kind of simulating like how Jesus did?
Oh, Lord Jesus. Woo, man. Man, boy, y'all want to roll tonight. All right, man. I don't know, man. I think, oh, man, but that area right there. Oh, man. All right. There you go. All right. Come on. This is what I want y'all to see. See it. Open up your eyes. See what's everything. Look at the similarities. Look at everything that's going on, saints. This don't take it as far as naturally, just a book to say, okay, 1 Samuel and everything. No. Get into it. Dig into it. So what happened, sis?
And David said unto him, To whom belongest thou, and whence art thou?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I am a young man of Egypt,
Now, listen closely to what he is saying.
servant to an Amalekite.
Notice, he said servant to who?
An Amalekite.
Now, wait a minute, saints. Remember, David and his men didn't know who took our wives. We just no. But now he said, and I'm the servant of
Amalekite.
David could say, those Philistines, no, the Canaanites, no, the Hittites, no, the Jebusites, no. Oh, you say something? What'd you say? You said who? Read. Mm-hmm.
And my master left me, because 3 days agone I fell sick. We made an invasion upon the south of the Cherethites.
Look at this. He's spilling, mother. He's spilling his guts.
And upon the coast which belongeth to Judah, and upon the south of Caleb. And we burned Ziklag with fire.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold up. David is in mind. Because that's where my family was at. I got the right one. Yeah. Man, boy, he's spelling. David had to say, well, no. I mean, he's telling everything, man. If he had a tape record, man, he's telling it all. So watch this.
And David said to him, Canst thou bring me down to this company?
Now watch it. They're going to go part, saints.
And he said, Swear unto me by God that thou wilt neither kill me nor deliver me into the hands of my master.
Pause. Did y'all get that? Y'all get that? Y'all sure y'all got it? Read it again, sis. Y'all saying yeah, but ain't anybody saying nothing. Read again, sis.
And David said unto him, Canst thou bring me down to this company? And he said, Swear unto me by God that thou wilt neither kill me nor deliver me into the hands of my master, and I will bring thee down to this company.
Pause. I heard a little bit of something somebody said. Oh, she got one. Is it on?
Oh, okay.
All right, thank you.
Sorry, thank you. I mean, the part that got to me is the part where he said, "Swear unto me by God."
But still, look what but no matter what, he's still knowing, wait a minute, yes, we have several gods.
But at that point,
Egyptians have several gods.
it was mutual that he was talking about a supreme God that he knew.
Oh, Lord, do I got to give y'all, thank you. I'm telling y'all, just get into it. Look at this. This is also to a revelation where God has given an unsung or a nobody. The boys that was in the fiery furnace. Did we not cast in 3? I see 4. And the 4th one looked like unto the Son of God. How do a heathen know that? Look at the revelations that these things are bringing out. And we skip over them. We hear them preach and teach, but people don't get into them. The very small details is so important. Look at Daniel. Listen, God have allowed all these people to be converted and also knowing that there is a God above our God. Wait, what else you got?
Yeah, so when I was reading this and I was looking at different ones, the commentary who were commentating on these verses, and there's something about these unsung folks where even though they don't have a name, and they just may mention them by their title, these people were always used as provisions.
Come on, sis.
Because they're used as provisions, they recognized their purpose. It's the same way now, I'm talking about an animal now, but my mind then reflects to Abraham and Isaac when he says that we're going to go up and we're going to worship.
Come on. And who was there? Oh,
the animal knew his purpose. So provision knows their purpose.
Knows it.
And they can say, to your point, swear to me by God, didn't we throw in 3, but I see 4, and it looks like the Son of God. The Lord is our creator. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. So even with your own intellect, when you just think that you only know or have a limit of things to know, because God is the creator, he'll let you know you're here for this reason.
Oh, my God. Man. Boy, y'all on fire tonight. It switched from this side to this. All right, we're good. What you got, Pastor? What you got? I'm coming to you, bro. It's on.
This young man, he knew, like she said, his purpose, but he knew that he had the information that they needed. He was left for dead for 3 days. So that also let us know that he was in place. He survived 3 days of starvation, right? He survived it. So if I'm going to give something up, my life is at stake.
Woo! Come on now.
So he recognized that you don't know where you're going. You need me. And what I also get out of that, David knew that, yes, this was going to be the way, his guide, because he mentioned all those little cities that they already hit up. And he mentioned just one, Ziklag. So since you mentioned that, you don't know where I'm from.
Woo, come on.
But, so
come on.
He was in place, that young man, he was left for dead, but that goes to show you too, sometimes when people count us out and count us done, that God will use that very state that we're in and turn it all around.
My Lord. She got, okay, wait a minute. Pastor, the mic, give her mic. All right. All right, they're getting hot. Y'all got to get hot back. All right, all right.
Yeah, as Pastor was talking, it also jogged my memory. So you started off by talking about the soldiers and how the soldiers were very upset that the Bible said that they wanted to stone David. And this wasn't even David's fault, right?
What if it's his fault?
It wasn't his fault. And they wanted to stone him. And the thing is, this is for our edifying, because as David was leading these soldiers, you know them who labor among you by their fruit.
Come on.
Okay?
Come on.
And so he meant well,
Yes,
right? Nevertheless, the enemy came into camp, right? Nothing that he could do. To your point, it goes to show you, you know, when it comes down to your family and your loved ones, sometimes you can have those type of emotions because that's your family, right?
Right.
So it jogged my memory as she was speaking, when I was also reading, it was talking about the providential will of God. So I started to look up providential will. And providential goes into explaining how when God allows his providential will, meaning that he orchestrated it, whether good or bad, he allowed the people to come in and to hold his family and take them captive. So it was a lesson to the soldiers, to those who are following this leader, this man, that even I allowed this to come in, and instead of you kind of honing in on the teachings and the leading, that you allowed your emotions to take place, because this same man, he was hurting as well. And then on top of that, you, as your leader, he went to God on just not his behalf, but on your behalf too. And so God was trying to show them, I orchestrated this thing. I even made provision, because the providential part is not necessarily the young servant. That part of it is the provision that he made. He orchestrated, and then he makes the provision. He allows things to come up on you. He orchestrated the whole matter, but then he allows provision for somebody to drop money in your hand. That's the type of God that we serve. There's so many lessons, inside this thing. And it goes to show you, too, even with the unsung hero that we're talking about here, this goes to show us that even the ones that are close to you, he would never think that his master would do that to him. And here comes strangers just showing compassion. Before he even could tell his story, they gave him drink and food to eat.
Somebody got it. Oh, I was waiting for somebody to say that. Before he even gave them anything, they didn't know. Hey, man, you want some turkey, with some ham? Before all that, we like, hey, man, what you got? How much you got? I don't know. You go to Wells Fargo and get me some more. And I was waiting for, whoa, somebody brought it up. Thank you. All right.
Yes, the compassion supposed to help people. The people David had with him, but after he gave the detail what they do, everything. When David say, "You bring me to this company," he say, "No, bring me to my master." Like a Ruth not gonna go back to the Moab, and he not gonna go back. He gonna in captivity. So
no, don't send me back in.
So he not say, David, you promise you're not gonna kill me? Because the man changed sometimes,
Right,
but the Lord never changed. He say, in the Lord you're not gonna kill me. Promise me in the Lord you're not gonna kill me. But he not say, promise you, no, the Lord, because he can break that promise.
Because it's to God.
Yeah.
Whoa, man, boy, I love this. All right, man. All right, okay, so, sis, go ahead. Oh, wait a minute. That's another hand? Okay. All right, okay.
Okay, so I'm at 16? Yeah. And when he had brought him down, behold, they were spread abroad upon all the earth, eating and drinking and dancing, because of all the great spoil that they had taken out of the land of the Philistines and out of the land of Judah.
Pause for a minute. Okay, so now, all right, David's enemy, they grubbing, y'all. Man, we got the wife with the kids. Oh, man, we got the, yeah, man. The Bible said they had to spread out. They had it all deep. They had, man, everything, man. You talking about Thanksgiving early? Oh, man, it's, yeah, but we get down. And guess what? And we didn't lose not one soldier. Y'all know that? So we got the wives, the children, we got the grub, we got everything, and nobody, man, we living the life. We're living it up. But watch what goes on. Go ahead, sis, now. Mm-hmm.
Verse 17, and David smote them from the twilight.
Wait a minute now, saints. So now, remember now, it's a lot of them. But now after all this, sis, go back to that. Go back to 14.
14.
Uh-huh.
We made an invasion
Okay.
upon the south of the Cherethites,
Mm-hmm.
and upon the coast which belongeth to Judah,
Mm-hmm.
and upon the south of the Caleb. And we burned Ziklag
Okay,
with
now
fire.
you're saying that. Uh-huh.
15.
Yeah, go ahead.
And David said to him, canst thou bring me down to this company?
Uh-huh.
And he said, swear unto me by God, that thou wilt neither kill me nor deliver me into the hands of my master.
Now this is what Brother Valdez was saying. Uh-huh. Go ahead. Uh-huh.
And I will bring thee down to this company. And when he had brought him down, behold, they were spread abroad upon all the earth, eating and drinking and dancing.
That's the part. Eating, drinking, and dancing. Come on, D. But they having a good time, though. But eating, drinking, and dancing, hey, that all company, hey, that's all everything. That's everything. Okay? So now what happens, sis?
Because of all the great spoil that they had taken out of the land of the Philistines
Mm-hmm. So this
and
why
out
they
of
were
the land
happy.
of Judah.
Uh-huh. All
And
right.
David smote them from the twilight.
Now, all of a sudden, the party abrupt stopped. Y'all got that? They were eating, drinking, and dancing. But the worst thing, you want to be a party killer? Stop the music and stop the food. Hey, everybody, you ran out of food? Oh, man, what? We out of drinks. Y'all don't have no drinks? The food. But now, they just kept on going, but David was the party killer. He just came, all right, while they having a good time, all right, y'all ready? Let's do it. So now look at this. Read.
And David smote them from the twilight even unto the evening of the next day.
Now, did anyone recall anything about this? Do anything comes to mind? Read that last part there again, sis.
And David smote them from the twilight even unto the evening of the next day.
Nothing will come to mind, folks? Do y'all recall somebody beating someone until, see, I don't want to give y'all the answer, keep on, I just heard, oh, man, I just heard duel. All right. Who?
To the angel. To the breaking of dawn. Oh, never mind.
Joshua. Lord, hold it up until I beat the stew out of them. And to the twilight, and hold it up, hold, we need some light. I'm going to beat the out of them and everything. So saints, remember now, David already pursuing him and his men. They captured him. So David and them was on a long journey, and now they caught up with him, and now they beat him and said, hold it up, hold it up. So we're talking about, folks, until 12 o'clock tonight, until Friday morning. That's a beat down. They beat him down, y'all. So what happened now, sis?
And there escaped not a man of them,
Wait. No, I was, how many escaped?
not one, not a man.
Notice what it say, not a man. Now, folks, remember, okay, yes, it was the Egyptian, but David first went and asked the priest to bring the ephod, and when he brought the ephod, and then the priest said to David that you're going to do what? What was that again? You're going to pursue, and what else?
Overtake,
And you're going to do what?
overtake them
You're going to overtake them, and what else?
and recover all.
No, notice what it say. Mother, Minister, you said recover all.
Yes.
I want to make sure y'all hear that. Read, sis.
And there escaped not a man of them, save 400 young men, which rode upon camels and fled. And David recovered all that the Amalekites had carried away, and David rescued his 2 wives. And there was nothing lacking to them, neither small nor great,
Now look at this, verse 19.
neither sons nor daughters, neither spoil, nor anything that they had taken to them. David recovered all.
All. Go ahead, sis.
And David took all the flocks and the herds.
Hold it. Wait a minute. So now look at this. Y'all get this part? Come on, D. Come on, D. Y'all go to an ATM, and you know you only got, Chantel, you know you only got $100. But now when you be shocked, 500 come out. Now, how many honest saints that will report that? Would y'all really report that you got 400 extra, or you say the Lord blessed you? No. Or would y'all say it's a test? No. I know, but oh man, that's a good one. But look at this though, see, but look at what David done, recovered all and didn't have extra. But now I told you to stop at 20, but now let's go a little further. I'm gonna let you go another 10 minutes. I'm gonna let you go. But watch this. So go ahead, sis.
And David took all the flocks and the herds which they drave before those other cattle, and said, "This is David's spoil." And David came to the 200 men which were so.
Now, okay, now here we go. So now he beat the out of them. Now David comes home with the 400 and their wives, their children, all the cattle, the sheep, the goat. Now they come to the 200 that was weary and tired and left behind. All right? Now, look how the devil can creep in so fast. And watch, saints, and see, it's so many stories, there's so many details in this that you can preach this until the end of the year. You still got some stuff in there. But now that they're coming back home and the 200 meet them, now watch what happened, which we got to be so careful about. Read.
And David came to the 200 men which were so faint that they could not follow David, whom they made also to abide at the brook Besor. And they went forth to meet David, and to meet the people that were with him. And when David came near to the people,
Now, look at this. Now watch this. Watch this.
he saluted them. Then answered all.
Now, notice, saints, again, I don't want to give y'all nothing now, but who did who? Who did what in verse 21? What did it just say in 22? Who saluted who? Now y'all got that? Read it again, sis. Man, y'all missing so many colors. I know it's kind of sauteing. I know it's kind of. Read it again, sis.
Okay.
22.
Okay. Then answered all the wicked men and men
verse-
of, you said 21?
I'm sorry, 21. 21. I'm
Okay.
sorry, 21. I'm sorry.
And David came to the 200 men,
Mhm.
which were so faint that they could not follow David,
Okay.
whom they made also to abide at the brook Besor. And they went forth to meet David, and to meet the people that were with him.
So now look at this. So now the 200 is coming to meet the 400.
And to meet the people that were with him, and when David came near to the people, he saluted them.
Now look at this. When you look at history, the people supposed to greet the conqueror. But see, that's why I love David's heart. David greeted the 200. Y'all see this? See the difference? I know David, we always talk about David, yeah, this and everything. I'm going to tell y'all something. Saints, David, he was a true man after God's own heart. David was, no matter what, David, though he messed up, he gets through. But what I love about him, you supposed to, everything, the conqueror, he delivered, bring everything. No, David, like, so watch this, read.
Then answered all the wicked men and men of Belial.
Oh, but look at this. See why he did that? Now, the men that was with David, which is the 400, I didn't call them that, saints. I want y'all to know. The Bible say they wicked. Sis, so what they do?
Okay, then answered all the wicked men and men of Belial, of those that went with David, and said, because they went not with us.
Ooh. Y'all see that? What you got?
Thanks. This is the main point. Not the main point, but this is what I was trying to say.
I know.
Is that they could not, those soldiers that were with him, they could not even see how the Lord had orchestrated it. He orchestrated it all and made provision for you to stop and meet. And catch this, the reason why the soldiers should have got it, because he allowed them to meet the man, not David. They took the servant to David. And that's why and if you're not,
Come on.
if you don't have an open mind sometimes and stop trying to see with your own eyes and see, Lord, what are you doing here? Ask the Lord, what are you doing here? Your leader showed you that he went and he got the ephod. I mean, he showed you the steps.
Trying to make it right.
I know we talking about unsung heroes, but because you're here,
Right.
at this, you would just think, I mean, he even put he was like, and I'm going to set it up where David is not going to meet the servant. You're going to meet the servant. You're going to give him food to eat, and then you're going to bring him to David. Now, I know they're a little salty, because to your point, if that was your children and your wife, how could you be so tired that you don't want to come and fight with us and join us? That's just our human nature, right? But then when you get back, you saw how your leader saluted them, and you don't follow suit.
See, come on. You don't follow suit. Now you're getting an attitude, and their wives, your wives, all in the same cahoots, but now they didn't go with you all, so you think they should not be entitled to receive the benefits. Lord Jesus. Do y'all not know Jesus taught this lesson? Jesus taught this lesson. I want y'all to know that. He taught this lesson. And David, all this episode, all the attitude, all of the backbiting and all that I'm going to kill you and all this, David, he made a law. From this day forward, he made a law, and this is what the Jewish culture, the Jewish religion practice, this right here. So let me just fast forward. So when you all see now we just passed Rosh Hashanah. We just passed that, 2 days of it. But if you notice, Jews take care of Jews. When they go to temples, they go to, now look at this, they in there black and white. And I told Pastor, said, man, boy, that closet should be nice, all black and white. But anyway, they got their tassels, but all they have to worry about, you got green, got blue, got yellow, no, it's all black, straight. But they are taken care of by the community and by the other ones that are wealthy. That's why they can go to the synagogues 3 times a day, and they don't have to worry about far as a 9-to-5 job where some do and all, but the Orthodox or like that, they don't have to. Why? Because of this setting here. This is why. So watch what it say, Reese's.
We will not give them aught of the spoil that we have recovered.
That we have. Y'all get that? Ain't that something? That we have recovered.
Save to every man his wife and his children, that they may lead them away and depart.
So let their wives and them, let them get out of here, because we did all the work. You know, we was in fighting all night until the daytime, and y'all just stayed here and just took it easy. No, David, no, they shouldn't be having nothing, not even a crumb. Read.
Then said David, ye shall not do so.
Ooh, look at this, saints. But now, and then coming back to brothers, Minister Armbruster, but notice, saints, again, going back, David said, wow, you know, Minister Brothers, this was done to me. This was done to me. So now why I'm going to allow this to happen to these 200? No, we can't have this. No. But my whole point, here go another one, saints. Watch this. The 400 that was with David when they went to Nabal's house and they was ready to kill Nabal. But you see how Abigail came and she intervened? They should remember that, Deke. They should remember that, because when they came back to the camp, Abigail had it for the 400 that came with David and the 200 that was still there from that first episode. Now here's the same thing, but these men wore, but they still knowing that, hey, look, they was eating what Abigail brought to them. So why here they can't reap the benefits just like you all that for it? They were tired, they was wearied. But I love David saying, no, stop it. We're going to nip this in the bud right now. So what he said something into this.
Then said David, ye shall not do so, my brethren, with that which the Lord had given us.
Woo!
Who has preserved us and delivered the company.
Minister, you said it, who had preserved us. Saints, she hit on this, which preserved. God already knew this thing. He had everything ready there. You're going to overtake, you're going to pursue, you're going to recover. I'm going to preserve you. You there, you for that reason, you're going to come with me. You're going to stay here. God had everything in order so that you all can get the point. I can use who I want to use. I can deliver who I want to deliver. I'm God, and no one else can stand up before me. So let's end this thing, sis. So what else? Go ahead.
And delivered the company that came against us into our hand. For who will hearken unto you in this matter? But as his part is that goeth down to the battle.
Oh, David landed on.
So shall his part be that tarrieth by the stuff.
By the stuff.
They shall part alike. And it was so from that day forward.
You see this?
That he made it a statute and an ordinance for Israel unto this day.
You see that, saints? And that's what it means. Unto this day. And that's what the Jews honor unto this day. As I close this out, let me just close this out, let you know. Remember Jesus used the parable? Said that the steward went out the third hour of the day and say, hey, I need some work to be done. Are you going to agree with me for a penny? So 9 o'clock, okay, penny. 12 o'clock, hey, I need this work done. Are you going to agree, I can pay you a penny? All right, yeah, we agree. 3 o'clock, hey, I got this work that be finished. I can pay you, but, penny, are you going to agree with me? Yes, yeah, man, all right. 5 o'clock come, Deke. 5 o'clock come, everybody waiting in line. Payday. Ooh, man. Yeah. 9 o'clock got theirs. Now 12 o'clock, like, hey, wait a minute. I think I'm kind of short there. 3 o'clock, hey, well, I know you're short. The store said, didn't I agree? And you agree a penny? Yeah, man, but the ones at 9 o'clock, everything, but we was here at 9 o'clock, but the 12 and 3 o'clock came, and no, man, that's not fair. But we agreed. So you get a penny, and you get a penny. And that was the whole thing he was telling. We think because people just came in the church and the Lord used them, when we've been in church for 50 years and still haven't been used. You turn it around. Same thing. We've been to war, and they haven't gone to war. I could have been killed, but you haven't. But they stayed home, sick, weary, tired. But we was tired too, but you were delivered. God still allowed not one of you to die, and every one of you came, and you annihilated the enemy, and you recovered more than you asked for. Saints, if we can just get into these. Okay, all right, we're going to have, thank you, my virtual viewers. We have anything? Okay, all right, okay. Anyone have any questions? Yes, Brother Valdez.
Yes, number 17, the 400 young men go in camel and run away. They save his life. But that's proof to me God make everything and nothing happen if he God not let happen. Because they have camel, why not put the sick man, put it in the top of the camel? You see, that's God made that for example. And the part I don't like it is when they say, we win everything.
We, come on.
Yeah, they say we. But when you read verse A, God say, go and you're going to recover everything. Mm-hmm. So God give you the victory to them. If they say, we give you the victory.
We got the
victory.
Brother, this is another thing. Thank you, brother. This is why we got to be so careful when the Lord bless us. And we can't go around and say, well, it was me, that I had done it. The Lord have allowed me to come into something, so I want to give that to you from the Lord. Anytime you take God's glory, say, all right, okay, we're going to see it next time. We're going to see what you do. I'm telling you, saints, we got... This Bible is so much, it's so many lessons. People don't know, there's so many lessons in the scripture of unsung heroes that God used. And as we said before, we said again, no title, no degree, no this, no that, but he used them, and as Minister Umber said, he put them in place, saints, for when we need it. He put them in place that where they can get the victory alone, that we can get the victory, but we cannot be above ourselves and be above God. There's so many things that he does. And this is the part of the believer for us to do. We can't say who can be saved, who's not going to be saved. We can't say, well, Lord can't use them because they're not baptized, filled with the Holy Ghost and everything. Saints, God can use who he will to use. Just keep that in mind. Minister just quoted that the earth is the Lord's, the fullness thereof. He can use anybody he want to use. And God, when he says, let me say this. Let me say this. If God know a preacher is bad, a preacher is no good, but I need, y'all hear me say this before, my virtual viewers, you hear me say this, but if this person in here need deliverance, and that preacher is doing all of the opposite that God have called them, but that preacher got the word, and even though that preacher is corrupt, but this individual going to be saved, do you not know that when this bad preacher bring forth the word and that person take heed, do you not know that God honor his word? He see that vessel messed up, but he said, but my word, and I'm use that messed up person to intervene for another messed up person, and it's my word. So this is why, going back to where God told David, yes, I anointed you, I appointed you, and Saul, he messed up, but David, if you mess up Saul, I'm going to mess you up. People just don't get it. I anointed Saul, and I'm the only one that can take Saul out. And just because you're anointed, you're going to lead the people, but it's not your call, it's not your duty. I'm going to take out Saul in my own time, but nobody better not lay a hand on Saul. I'm going to do it. You lay a hand on Saul, I'm going to lay a hand on you. God did it in so many things. Look at God, he was going to kill Moses. Moses didn't circumcise his son. Moses' wife had to circumcise his kids and said, look, I'm going to have as far as the dead children and the dead husband, and she threw the foreskin on the ground. And God said, Moses, I brought you up, I can make another one like you. God is no respecter of person. He honored his word. That's why I appreciate you all coming out. I just thank the Lord for that. We have so many lessons that the Lord have given me that we've been studying wholeheartedly on. And I thank the Lord how each and every one of you have brought forth the words and things, as I always said, that I don't see, things that, again, Brother Jamal, you went a little deeper in everything. I looked into that, and I appreciate that. And that's what I like, because it makes me go and study. But also, too, something you said, I say, yep, on the mark. This is why, saints, I love Bible class. I love Sunday school. I thank God because I also learn from you. So I appreciate each and everything. All right, Sunday, good time. And Saturday, we have a couple of candidates for baptism. Same place, same time. So y'all come on. We're going to cheer them on, going down in the name of Jesus. There is another one there, kind of, but we don't rush nobody. You got to be persuaded in your own mind if you want to be baptized. We don't force nobody. That's not a thing. So they're up and down. And we don't say, all right, it's time now. No, we always get called for baptism. So that's a problem. But let's just be there to just praise and give God glory for another candidate is going down in Jesus' name. All right, so this time we're going to get our finance out the way.